I like to think of our physical body as the hardware and our spiritual as the software. Any information that's put into our mind as the software. So that's our mental and emotional and our spiritual. If you don't have good hardware, then it's very difficult to get the software in. We have to start with good hardware. We have to start with a good, healthy body in order to have a healthy mind. Good morning, everyone. I'm Destiny Dawn, and this is the Destiny Dawn Show. Today, we're talking about a battle for the mind. This is a lesson in self-care because we have to take care of our physical body in order for us to be able to be spiritually, emotionally, and mentally healthy. I like to think of our physical body as the hardware and our spiritual as the software. Any information that's put into our mind as the software. So that's our mental and emotional and our spiritual. If you don't have good hardware, then it's very difficult to get the software in. We have to start with good hardware. We have to start with a good, healthy body in order to have a healthy mind, healthy emotions, and to be spiritually healthy. So, you know, I had my computer the other day and I was trying to download a new program, a new software installation into my computer, and it kept saying file source corrupted. It wouldn't download the software because the hardware wasn't what it needed to be. So actually what it was my operating system wasn't at the higher level that it needed to be in order to accept the software. It wasn't compatible with it. So, if there's something wrong with your hardware, if you have a plug that's messed up and you can't, um, put something there, or any of the processes inside of it, it's got some loose wires or something, it's not going to operate correctly. And it doesn't matter what kind of software you put in it if the keys don't work and you can't get to and access what you need. So it's very important to have good hardware so that then we can download the software and the information and process the information that we need, and to have emotional intelligence, mental intelligence, and spiritual intelligence. The practical tips are so important, especially for people who are in a situation where they're grieving or you're estranged from your child. I mean, these are situations where we really have to take good care of ourselves, and you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. Diet and exercise, these are the two things that we know are important. Eating a healthy diet, getting the nutrition that we need, getting the fresh air and sunshine, and getting up and walking, even if it's just, walking on a treadmill or an elliptical. As I'm in an environment where I don't really have a neighborhood or a good walking area, so I go to my elliptical. You can start out at 15 minutes, then go up to 20, 30, and then an hour, maybe 2 hours a day. Morning, one in the morning, one at night. The hindrance can be the time. Time sometimes can be an issue, but if you just commit yourself to it and say, it's just like brushing my teeth. I wouldn't get up and ask myself, am I going to brush my teeth today? I just do it, and I do it before I do anything else. So if you can get into those good habits like that, it's going to make a world of difference. And, you don't have to do hard cardio. You don't have to do HIIT, even though that's really good, high intensity interval training. You don't have to do all that. Just a nice low impact walk. A little goes a long way. And then lifting weights. As we get older, we really need to be lifting weights, no matter how old you are. As we get older, we talk about how our metabolism slows down and how we gain fat so easy. It's not so much that our metabolism is slowing down, it's that we're losing muscle. As we age, we lose muscle. And so in order to still be you, you take up a certain amount of space, a certain amount of mass. And so your body's going to replace that lost muscle with fat. It's not just going to go away, just make you smaller. It's going to replace it with something to make your DNA what you are. So we have to, as we get older, we have to, even if we just do a little bit, we've got to lift some weights to keep ourselves that muscle in our body, because muscle is responsible for not just our metabolism, to keep our metabolism high, but it's responsible for also our hormones, regulating our hormones, which regulates a lot of other things like stress and emotions. So it's very important that we eat the right nutrition and that we get the right exercise, and a little bit goes a long way. We don't need a whole lot of food and we don't need a whole lot of exercise, but just getting it is vitally important to self-care. I really do believe you have to be physically healthy in order to be mentally healthy. You know, someone said that it's 10 times easier to raise a child in the country than in the city. There's a whole lot less things in the country that draws our attention and draws our hearts away and lures us away from the good and pure and natural. And when we're outside in the country and we can see the mountains and we can see the trees and the things that God has made in nature, where we can just have peace and think our own thoughts, it goes a long way, not just for children, but for adults also. I believe that it's 10 times easier to live a good life if you're living in the country and working in the city and not living in the city. I'm still not there yet. I'm right smack dab in the middle of the city. And so, but that is something that I believe makes it a whole lot easier, especially for children, to live the life we need to live and to be able to make good choices. Having a healthy mind and a healthy body makes doing the right thing easier. It just makes it so much easier. Whenever you have a headache or a stomach ache, or you have a bad quality of life or bad health, it just makes choosing the right thing, making right choices so much harder. It makes life so much harder. So it's just so much easier to do the right thing whenever you're healthy. Now, does God sometimes defy the natural? Yes, he can override the system. He can just download it in and make your body, new and heal you and things like that. But it's most of the time it's going to be on you to make sure that you take care of your body, this temple that you live in that God gave you. I mean, we take care of our homes and our cars much better than we take care of our own body. And this is the only body we have. You can't buy your health. You can't buy a new one. You need to take care of it. It houses your mind and your emotions. And so it is the one way that God speaks to us, is through our mind. And if you cut off your arms and legs and all you had was a torso and a head, you could still talk to God, because he doesn't talk to you through your big toe. He doesn't talk to you through your arms and legs. He talks to you through your mind, through your brain. And so it is important for us to take care of our body. It's important for us to take care of our mind. So this is just a reminder in self-care, especially if you are grieving, if you're going through a difficult time with your children. You have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anyone else. You only have one body. You have one life to live. You have to take care of the body that you were given, and it makes all those decisions so much more clear. It makes your thinking clear. It makes you be able to make decisions, important decisions, a lot quicker and with a lot more confidence whenever your body is clean and clear and healthy. So I hope that this video has helped you today. Please leave a comment. I love to hear from you, and we'll see you in the next video.